Welcome to Polk Hunting, an old family tradition. I'm probably going to call it Polk Hunting in most videos and posts just because that can be a mouthful. My name is Jordan Polk. I live in Wisconsin and I grew up in Nebraska. The whole premise of this channel is kind of to be to record hunting and fishing stories to be shared with generations of family and friends. And how we include our Christian values in our passion for the outdoors. I grew up hunting and fishing in Nebraska for quite a majority of my life. I deer hunted from middle school on. I duck hunted and squirrel hunted and rabbit hunted, and goose hunted before that. And I have been fishing since I was really, really little. For me, that's two sides of my family. My mom's side is the fishing side. My dad's side is the hunting side. But I thoroughly enjoy both, and so I still do both year round. Obviously, spring through summer is majority fishing, and fall and winter is majority hunting. But I do try and get out as much as I can. The idea of this whole thing kind of came from me listening to a lot of Brent Reeves' This Country Life, which is a meat eater podcast. That's kind of an oral history of himself and his family, as well as stories that some of his listeners have written in for him to share on his podcast, as well as me wanting to record an oral history of hunting stories and fishing stories of my life, my family's life, my brother, my dad, both my grandpas, my mom even, and my friends as well, because I do hunt quite a bit now since I don't get to hunt with my family as much. I hunt a lot more now with friends up here in Wisconsin, and so they've kind of become my family that I want to include in this history as well. And so that's kind of the idea behind it and where this is going. There'll be two different types of videos that I'm posting, and one will be experiences, so times that I'm actually going out fishing, out hunting, and things like that with friends and family. The most recent and the first video that'll come up after this will actually be of me going out and putting up a trail cam and taking my red lab out, Ruby. She's been doing some training and she will be on a leash. And I know some people think that they should be off leash, but she does get, I do allow her to run freely without hanging onto the leash a few times throughout the video. That'll be the first one. And then the other side of it is going to be me talking to friends and family about specific stories and having them share their stories. And that'll kind of be alternating in between those videos. And obviously throughout the seasons, those videos will change. They'll be fishing more in the summer. And I have a kayak that I'm looking forward to using, and hopefully catching some big catfish that I get to fry up and make. And then once fall hits, it'll transition into a lot more of archery season and duck hunting, followed by rifle season and things like that. But ideally, this isn't just something that ends up me recording videos of me doing all those things and nothing else. I would love for this to expand to more than just me hunting in Wisconsin and me fishing in Wisconsin. Like I said, I'm from Nebraska. I'd love some way, shape, or form for the future to include someone who is hunting and fishing in Nebraska that's also putting videos on this channel, whether it be my brother or a friend of mine, or me being able to make trips down there more often and doing that. But that'd be kind of the ideal world. That's the distant future, but right now I'm just having fun doing it. I'm not a video guy. I've never been someone that's been big into making videos. I'm not even a huge fan of being on camera, if I'm being honest. But I feel like this is a big part of keeping traditions alive, is sharing stories and things like that. And I do apologize if you can hear Ruby chewing on toys throughout some of these videos. So, but hopefully she gets to be involved in some of these videos a little bit more than just background noise. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not going to be a super interactive guy when it comes to responding to comments. I mean, I will answer questions like, hey, I saw your kayak. I really like it. I've been looking at kayaks. What type do you have, or what do you recommend? Or anything along those lines. One thing I will not do, though, is share locations. A lot of... Really, here. Good girl. A lot of where I hunt and how we get to some of our hunting spots is things I've learned from people that have trusted some of that information to allow me to do it without hopefully sharing it with a bunch of people I know and then it becoming overcrowded. Because as we all know, public land isn't always the most available land out there, and it's not always, and usually the parts that are end up being super pressured. And so I'm going to respect their wishes in the sense of not giving away that information, as well as not giving information about private landowners or access points that we utilize. I don't want to put anyone in any situation where they don't feel like they can trust me or the people I hunt and fish with in the future, and I'm going to do my best to respect their wishes. But I look forward to sharing my stories. I look forward to sharing my hunting experiences and fishing experiences with you. I hope you want to follow along, whether you're family and friends or not, and if you aren't and you decide to follow along, I'm happy you're deciding to stick with us. But yeah, that's about it. I look forward to sharing the videos with you and getting to share some stories. Other than that, peace out.